Hi everyone! This month we're answering all your questions about optimization. It's a topic we see frequently for new websites, old ones, and even when posting social media content or videos like this one. Content creation comes with many best practice guidelines to follow. This latest blog will give you 5 helpful tips to effectively optimize marketing content and the benefits of creating content that's successfully optimized for your audience. So, how should we effectively optimize online marketing content? Use our content in the right place and choose the correct files and sizes for better performance, being mindful of platforms and text cutting off, word limits, and how content may appear on different devices. But more on that later. Why is optimized content important? With so much content on the internet, standing out is key. Optimization is a vital step towards making content visible, accessible, and engaging for an audience. The benefits of optimized content include businesses can display impactful content on various digital marketing channels with clear messaging for their brand, with a professional appearance that engages their audience. Improved readability, using accessibility features to help both humans and web robots understand the purpose of content. It's also great for search engine optimization, referred to as SEO. But here's a fun fact. Did you also know that optimizing content makes it more sustainable and beneficial to the planet? Well, it does. With reduced file sizes, smaller amounts of data, and the correct proportions, content loads more efficiently and uses less energy. This decreases overall carbon emissions per page load for both websites and social media profiles. That means that in making these changes, we can produce more effective content while also reducing our impact on the planet. On to tip number 1. Where will content be found? Just as we wouldn't post a TikTok dance video on a website homepage, blog posts are not designed to be easily condensed into Facebook captions. Everything has a place. Each platform has its unique parameters and audience expectations. Understanding the content's purpose and where it will be shown allows it to be optimized further and made more appropriate for the intended platform or channel, each of which has different requirements and recommendations. When we publish content, it's important to not make audiences feel like they are being shown the same thing everywhere they go. When creating content for specific platforms, think about: what will it look like on a page, website, or social media timeline? Does this affect its size, length, or even quality? Word count. Is there a recommended length or character limit? Tone of voice. Who are we speaking to? What does the content structure look like? Branding. Does the content incorporate branding in a way that's clear to audiences? With these factors in mind, we can effectively optimize content for its specific platform or channel and help tailor it to the audience viewing it. On to our next tip. Choose proportions wisely. Size, it turns out, does matter. If we're scrolling through the timeline and a video doesn't fit on the screen, it's fair to assume we're more likely to click away. Tailoring content for a platform also means considering the sizing recommendations for the audience. This can include whether a video or graphic is best viewed in landscape or portrait, the length of text and captions and how visible they are, including where they cut off, how big the logo is in comparison to other elements on an image or video posted on social media, how prominent are the calls to action, do people notice them quickly? In content creation, a combination of many elements helps to build a blog post on a website or make a social media post live on several platforms. Issues like managing each element individually in relation to its sizing and ensuring the audience's attention is drawn to the correct elements first all have a part to play in optimizing content. This isn't only for images or graphics. When thinking about sizing content, it's easy to imagine graphics, video resolutions, and image ratios, but what about text content? For example, did you know font sizes can affect how accessible content is? According to the standards set by the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, or the WCAG, we'll share the link to their website in the description, The recommended size for website content to ensure it is easily readable and more accessible to visitors is 14 pixels. These same standards can also help to create optimized content for social media. Choosing the right size for written content improves readability for website visitors, social media followers, and others. With optimized content, we can be confident in our ability to deliver messages to our audience in an easily consumable and engaging way. And proportional sizing isn't the only size we should look out for. Tip 3. File sizes improve performance and can make content more sustainable. How annoying is it when that buffering symbol appears when loading a website or social media post? Large files like videos, images, and even text files can affect the performance of content if not optimized. The longer content takes to load, the longer the audience is waiting, which could discourage them from interacting at all. Slower, larger files also affect a website's overall performance, negatively affecting search engine rankings. Without optimization, an issue like this can become problematic. From decreases in website visitors to lower engagement on social media, it's safe to assume that the audience would be less likely to convert to our services. With that in mind, reducing file size is a great optimization method. Even better, smaller files and optimized content are more sustainable. With smaller files, content uses less time and energy to load. Reducing the energy usage for every load provides much more efficient and sustainable content. What are the benefits? Customers will experience fast-performing content. Brand reputation will be more positive and acting in line with sustainable values. Website, social media profiles and content will use less carbon, producing less emissions per load, and reduce the environmental impact. Increased conversion rates and improved performance in Google search. You can find a previous video on our channel linked in the description that will tell you more about this. So now we're on to tip 4. Don't let your words cut off. If there's no hook, people won't read on. Attention spans are becoming increasingly shorter, and it's an important consideration for business owners who want to grab the attention of their customers with eye-catching and engaging marketing content. Content must have visual appeal to stand out and encourage audiences to pay attention. This is why graphics and infographics are so important. Using graphics to deliver a message, whether a new product, a raving review, or something else, allows us to use text and images to create an appealing design for the audience, but they must be optimized to work successfully. Content that hasn't been adapted or optimized to the platform it's uploaded to, referring to tip 1 here, could cause vital text to be obscured or not fully visible. It could also cut off with a read more link on social media before we've successfully hooked the audience's attention, and they may never read the entire post. Without this optimization, content loses its effect and may not be as engaging. So what do we do? Reduce text where possible on graphics. Check all graphics with text are correctly sized to avoid cutting off valuable information. Consider character limits on each platform. Bonus tip: make text accessible. We mentioned before about accessibility guidelines for text, and it's the same here. Accessibility is vital when creating content for broad audiences online. Everyone has the right to use social media or the internet to learn more about a business, so we need to be as inclusive as possible. Here are some ways content can be made accessible for those with visual impairments. Choosing background and foreground colours with sufficient contrast. We'll leave our contrast checker in the description below. Add alt text with all graphic details, including any text. This helps people fully understand what the content is and can also help inform platform algorithms and robots. What are you watching this video on? No matter which one, the content should always be readable. And that brings us to our final tip. Understand what devices your content will be viewed on. Another crucial element of creating and publishing marketing content is creating and optimizing content for various platforms and ensuring it is readable on different devices. If customers use mobiles or tablets to view products and services, then it makes sense for content to be as responsive as possible when using those devices. This could include changing page and content alignment to better fit a screen, reducing or increasing the size of content for readability, adding more breaks or paragraph spaces to help make content easily digestible, choosing simpler imagery where details aren't lost on a smaller device. Check that image video quality isn't lost when viewing on a larger screen. Mobile responsiveness is also a main factor in how Google ranks websites for search engines. This considers how users will experience a website, with websites optimised for mobile use favoured more in search results. So, next time you create content, think about who will see it and what they will use. And there we have it, 5 ways to easily optimise content. With the right understanding of platforms and channels, correctly sized content in proportion and file size, content can be effectively optimised for the target audience. By following these tips, published content will be more appealing to social media users, website visitors, and more, allowing organisations to present themselves professionally online, giving an opportunity to increase engagement and maximise conversion rates. If you'd like help with this, speak to our team today. For more insight on website content, check out a previous blog post on our website linked in the description. Thank you.